Stotra by His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Maharaj. Before we start, I'll just read a little brief introduction on Mukunda-mālā-stotra, and then we will welcome Maharaj to resume on text 19. Of many hundreds of poetic Sanskrit stotra songs of glorification offered to the Supreme Lord, his devotees, and the holy places of his pastimes, King Kulaśekhara's Mukunda-mālā-stotra is one of the most famous. Some say that its author conceived it as a garland, mala, of verses offered to Lord Krishna for his pleasure. It has long been dear to Vaishnavas of all schools, and our own grand spiritual master, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who frequently enjoyed citing certain favorite stanzas from it. King Kulaśekhara was part of the Sri Sampradaya, the Vaishnava school founded by Lord Vishnu's divine consort Sri. So we now welcome His Holiness Srila Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami Maharaj to enlighten us on this very beautiful song by King Kulaśekhara. Thank you very much, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamne Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaudavani Pracharane Visesa Sunyavadi Pastata Desatarane Oma Gyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Sarakaya Shakshulan Malitam Jana Tatmai Sri Guravi Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano Vistam Sapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadama Yam Dadati Swapadantikam Bandiham Sri Gurun Sri Utapadakam Sri Gurun Vaisnavanscha Sri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Ragunatam Pitamtam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadutam Purijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakanjitam Nisan He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpatin Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namasute Aptakanchana Gorangi Radhe Brindavanishwara Brisabhani Suti Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha kalpataru vyasya kripa sundhyaye vachan patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavyo namo namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shri Mukunda-mālā-stotra ki jai, Srila Kulaśekhara Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Mauritius Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. So we are reading from Mukunda-mālā-stotra, text number 19. That head That head is the loftiest, which is white with dust from bowing down to Lord Krishna. Those eyes are the most beautiful, which darkness has abandoned after they have seen Lord Hari. That intelligence is spotless, like the white glow of the moon or a conch shell, which concentrate on Lord Madhava, and that tongue rains down nectar, which constantly glorifies Lord Narayana. Purport. Devotional service to Lord Krishna gradually spiritualizes and beautifies all one's senses. Ordinary people may not see how a Vaishnava is being transformed, for only a devotee can appreciate the actual beauty of other devotees. Therefore, Srila Rupa Goswami cautions us in his Upadesh Samrit, text 5, against judging a devotee superficially. It's a very important prayer by King Kulaśekhara Maharaj, that our head is important and has fulfilled the purpose if it is decorated with the dust from bowing down to Lord Krishna. In the second canto of Bhagavatam, Srila Sukadeva Goswami he also gave the importance of our head. He said that even if one is a king sitting on the throne with a mighty, very expensive, costly crown on the head, he said, if that head has not offered obeisances to Krishna, the crown on that head is a load to push the person down to hell. Not a crown, but it's a load that will push one to hell. Our eyes are considered beautiful. And fulfill the purpose of being the eye. When the darkness has abandoned the illusion of this material world, as has been abandoned because of seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One does not have attraction or interest in the beauty of this material world any longer. That is the perfection of eye. The eye that is not seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It's a very beautiful story. Lord Krishna and Arjuna. They were strolling at the bank of Jamuna. And they saw the jackal come upon a dead body. And the jackal was moving around the body, moving around. He went to the head, came to the feet, came to the hands. So Arjun was laughing at the jackal. You look at this jackal, it's a fool. The jackal, you have seen the carcass, which is your food, and you're not eating. You're simply moving around. The tiger will just come very soon and eat all of you up. So Krishna noticed Arjun was thinking like that. So he called a friend, come. The jackal came. And Krishna said, what are you doing? A dead body is your food, and it is just there, and you're not eating, you're moving around. What is the problem? The jackal said, yes, the dead body is actually in my food. And I'm hungry, I should eat. But I went to the head to smell the head to see if this head has offered obeisances to Krishna. What the person was living before dying, if the person has offered obeisance to the deities, then it is prasad, I will eat. If it is not boga, I will not eat. That's why I went to the head. I came to the hand because I was also going to check if this hand used to play mridango, cutlass, or harmonium for Krishna, and cook for Krishna, sweep for Krishna, distribute books for Krishna, did many services for Krishna. That was I smelled the hands, and I saw he is not the hand. The hand never did any devotional service. I came to the feet to see if the feet was dancing kirtan, had danced in kirtan for the Lord. And I saw, or has walked to the temple, or has gone on preaching. So I saw that the feet never danced kirtan of Krishna, neither did he go on Sankirtan. Therefore, it is boga, so I cannot eat boga. Although I'm a jackal, but I cannot eat boga. That's why I didn't eat. Krishna looked at Arjun and smiled. Did you get the wisdom from the jackal? The jackal. He does not eat boga. So our heads, our eyes, our intelligence, they are considering the tongue. I consider. Yes, he also say, I came to the mouth to smell the mouth and see the person chanted, you have taken prasadam. He never did all these things. He never taken prasadam. He never chanted holy name. He never speak about Krishna. Never for business. He never walked to the temple and Sankirtan. Never danced in Kirtan. Therefore, it is useless. It's boga, so I cannot eat. That's why I didn't eat. So King Kulaśekhara Maharaj is teaching us the same thing here. And then he's explaining in a purport that devotional service to Lord Krishna gradually purifies and beautifies all one's senses. That is true. Transformation. Ata Shri Krishna Namadi Ababel Grahai Indriyahai. Sebon Mukeshu Johado Swarum Aswayam Abu Ferati Adaha. If our tongue is not engaged in chanting the holy name of Krishna, or a tongue is engaged in chanting Hare Krishna, we have engaged our hands and everything of all our senses serving Krishna, one will become purified. So that our blunt sense become purified if we engage our senses in the service of Krishna. And one who is doing that is gradually becoming purified. So Rupa Goswami said, one should overlook a devotee's being born in a low family, having a body with a bad complexion, a deformed body, or a disease or infirm body. Provided that body is engaged in Krishna consciousness, is getting purified. So if we consider that the devotee's body to be material, that is very dangerous. According to Padma Purana, one is already living in hell. As soon as he leaves this body, he's going to hell without fail. That's Padma Purana. According to ordinary vision, such imperfections may seem prominent in the body of a pure devotee. But despite such seeming defect, the body of a pure devotee cannot be polluted. It's exactly like the waters of the Ganges, which during the rainy season are sometimes full of bubbles, foam, and mud, but which remain pure and was able to purify one who bathes in them. Having this understanding, after studying a lot of instruction very carefully, so many years ago, I was in India, and in Chopati temple. In Chopati, there is a Ban Ganga. Lord Machanda shot arrows on the ground and called Ganga for Sita Devi. So now it's a big lake. So I decided, since I'm leaving, I should take a last purification. Let me go and take a dip. The devotees say, no, don't go, because they have just did Ganesh Puja just finished. They dump all kinds of things inside. It was really nasty, dirty and smelly. So a devotee said, Prabhu, please wait. So wait for a few days. And I'm leaving in 3 days. I waited first day, I waited the second day. I'm leaving tonight. I have to go. It's okay, let's go. Let's go and see. Maybe it is clear now. So one day, it was still sticky. Even to work down there, it's very difficult. You have to be very careful, like you can slip and fall. Very dirty, smelling. So they would say, let's go back. Still, no, let's go back. I say, excuse me, can you give me 5 minutes? And then go, let me just see. So I was just remembering this verse, man. So the two devotees who followed me, 3 of us were there. I started removing my dhoti. We were looking at it. What do you want to do? This water. I said, just give me 5 minutes. I jumped. This water. They turned their face to the other side. But I remember Rupa Goswami in lecture. So I said, this is Ganga. Is it Ganga? Yeah, sorry, we said it's Ganga. It is Ganga. I jumped inside there and I swam to the middle. You know, this in the middle is a pool, a light pool. I swam to that place and climbed there like a snake. I hooked myself and started look back and saw the devotee. The devotees were laughing. I was laughing also. So after that, I came back to the water and came outside. And then changed my dress. The devotee said, why did you enter such a dirty water? I said, Prabhu, is it Ganga? Said, yes, it's okay now. Forget about it. So I did the practical understanding about, about this. Ganga can purify one, irrespective of whatever it is thrown there. Never get contaminated. So devotees never got contaminated, provided they are fixed in pure Krishna consciousness. One get purifies and never get contaminated. This should be practically experienced and realized when we perform that, not just theoretically. We will not have the experience if it remains theoretical. Even materially speaking, it has not been said that theory makes one perfect. It is practice that makes one perfect. You have to do that. Often, however, the transforming power of devotional service is dramatic. Srila Prabhupada will sometimes recall how when he first met many of his future disciples, they were dirty, morose hippies. But as they took to Krishna consciousness, Prabhupada said, they became like bright-faced angels from Vaikuntha. It's a transformation. The fire of Bhakti is burning constantly. And for one who plugs into the fire, will certainly become purified. That is sure. If we don't plug into the fire, but we just place ourselves near the fire and think that we're in the fire, we'll never get the required purification. To get the required purification, we must really enter into the fire. We must really put into practice everything which we're hearing. Then we'll realize it. Yes. In the course of the Lord's pastimes, the Lord will sometimes personally cause dramatic changes in his devotees' bodies. As Lord Krishna entered Mathura, he met a young hunchback lady, a girl, who anointed him with sandalwood that had been meant for King Kamsa. And in return for her service, the Lord straightened her body and changed her into a beautiful girl. That is Kubja. Krishna did that to Kubja. And not only that, Krishna called her a beautiful girl. The first time somebody called her like that, she never had somebody calling her. It's not beautiful, the hunchback, very ugly. Even Kamsa that she's serving, never look at her. Just drop the sandal press, disappear. So Krishna showed us the importance of pure devotional service. The moment one comes in contact with Krishna consciousness, everything gets transformed. So Krishna called her beautiful lady because now she's in connection with Krishna. She become beautiful. She was shocked. Ah, me? She was looking at if it was somebody. She said, no, you, beautiful. Me. So I said, yes. Why? Because now has connection with Krishna. She used the sandalwood pulp which she made for Kamsa. She used everything to decorate Krishna's body on the street, open road. And Krishna stood there, accepted everything, and then transformed her, become a beautiful young girl. That is Krishna consciousness. It transforms everything and make ugly thing beautiful. As Papa said here, people first come to him were not so not clean, not neat, not in the very high standard. But they now wonderful devotees serving Krishna very nice. Accepted the Vedic culture nicely. Yes. Similarly, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instantly cured the leper Vasudev. The ultimate bodily transformation takes place when a devotee gains his swarup, his spiritual body, and enters the spiritual world to worship the Lord in Vaikuntha. A devotee becomes beautiful by humbling himself in the dust as he offers obeisances to the Lord. By contrast, a proud person who is trying to impress the opposite sex with his or her so-called beauty will avoid bowing in the dust. But Kulaśekhara Maharaj recommend it as a kind of beauty treatment. True beauty means that which is pleasing to Lord Krishna. Yes, this is very, very important point. Beauty is to have the dust from the feet of Krishna on one side of one's body. That is the ornament that decorate the body and the Vaishnava etiquette, which the Krishna would like to see. The devotee's eyes become beautiful by seeing the most beautiful form of Krishna. A reflection of Krishna's radiance shines in the eyes of devotional mystics. Those who saw his divine grace, Srila Prabhupada, saw this radiance in his eyes. The spotless intelligence referred to here is one that is cleansed of all doubts and filled with the pure faith in the Lord. One who has attained such clear buddhi, spiritual intelligence, is peaceful and is able to solve all problems, both his own and others. Therefore, the devotee's intelligence is likened to the moon, whose cool, soothing beauty can be seen and appreciated by everyone in the world. Similarly, the tongue of one who glorifies the Lord is said to shower down a rain of nectar, which, like the moonshine, is available to all without distinction. That is the beauty of the tongue, that it is used for glorifying Lord Krishna. And when the tongue is very busy speaking the glory of Krishna, glorifying Lord Krishna, that tongue is wonderful. And people will hear Krishna Katha, and Krishna will be planted in the heart by speaking. So without Krishna consciousness, without engaging our senses in the sense of the master, the sense of the master of the senses, we are useless and contaminated. Personally, I will contaminate others. So a person who is not a Krishna conscious person, when the person speaks, is contamination, and it should not be heard. If the person should not be seen, that is contamination. We should not trust the person is going to contamination. Harada Sekoda was showing that example on the toll example. Anyone who touched me becomes sinful, that we should take bath in Ganga to get purified. That is his humility, teaching us how useless is our life without Krishna consciousness. But the pure devotees who are constantly engaged 24 hours in Krishna consciousness, they are very auspicious, and they should be worshipped, appreciated, and listened to, so that our own life will become transformed. Hare Krishna. Any comments or questions? Yes.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. Maharaj,
Thank you.
I have two questions. The first question is, what is the meaning, or like how we will get to know what is our real Swarupa? And second question is, when we get initiation and which name our Guru gives, that is the name from which Krishna calls us?
When you practice devotional service to a certain stage, your Swarupa will be revealed to you. You'll get it. It will be revealed. You will know what is your eternal Swarup. We will know. To be revealed. It's not by initiation, but to be revealed as you continue to practice. The name which a spiritual master gives, and Srila Prabhupada said, if you remember your name, you can go back to Godhead, because it's spiritual. Not ordinary name. Even your own name, if you remember your own name, you go back to Godhead. The spiritual name, it has connection with Krishna. Look, all the names, they have connection with Krishna. So remembering that, you go back to Godhead. That's why the name is given. Our system is so designed in such a way that everything is to help us become Krishna conscious. Even our own name. Remembering our own name alone will take us back to Godhead. Because it's not ordinary. So it's not a material name. So the names which are given to us, we should hear those names and constantly hear them. Of course, we should not be calling ourselves them because when people call the name, we should know our name. It's spiritual. It will help us. That's why the name is given. And if you watch very carefully, you see that the name reflects our lives. The names which are given reflect the life we have been living. And we should raise our standard to that name. So it's a big work. All right?
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you, Maharaj. I beg for your blessings, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Janana Prabhu.
Please accept my humble obeisances as a just of your just faith, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you.
Guru Maharaj, you gave the example of you took bath in the lake, which Lord Ram goes to manifest near Chowpatty temple. You mentioned that if you have a very high consciousness, spiritually high consciousness, then we can see how Ganga is like eternally purifying, even though it is, materially speaking, it is contaminated with dirt and refuse. So the question is, we know that when we get chastised by the spiritual master, we have to be like very happy, have to be elated. But in practice, it is a converse that happens when you get chastised, and we think, why I got just the chastisement? I was right. So we try to justify. So how to tune our consciousness in that situation, Guman? How we can raise our consciousness in such situation?
When we get disturbed that we are chastised, means we don't want to grow. It means we are not making advancement. That's what it means. Everything shows in Christian consciousness. Everything shows where we are. Devotees who are making advancement, who are growing, when they chastise, they feel sober, they feel sorry, and they feel guilty. They would like to beg, they appreciate, and they're making advancement. But one who just say, no, Guru, you know, I didn't, you don't understand me. It's not like you don't understand me. That's the point. If you understand, you know that is not what I meant. It's a different thing. Oh, yeah, I know that I'm always misunderstood. That is the problem, no matter what I do. If those devotees are not making advancement, and some who are very dangerous, they will get angry also. They get angry that they haven't chastised. For those devotees, they are they're in a very dangerous situation. Very dangerous. Or devotees who get angry that they have been chastised or corrected, they're in a very dangerous, precarious situation. They're not making advancement. You should try to understand these things. They are not making advancement. The devotees making advancement feel sorry and happy. Yes, when Chota Harida was chastised, he was angry. Chota Haridas, when Chota was chastised, was he angry? He was happy. He didn't try to come and prove that he was no, it's not like that. I didn't look at her. You don't understand me, you know. I'm just trying to. He didn't argue. He didn't argue. He accepted everything. That's devotees. even in Mayabadi, like they were not Pandit, but Chitra would chastise him heavily. He didn't say anything. He remained quiet, peaceful. He didn't say a word. He was very silent. What would he say? He was silent. Because of that, he got purified. This is chastisement. Chastisement brings heavy purification for those who accept it from the heart. They get purified. So because Devanand Pandit accepted that chastisement, he got purified. And then he developed the interest to go and serve Kulaśekhara Pandit. After serving Kulaśekhara Pandit, he understood Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then he came to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, finally. That is the potency in chastisement. It is for purification. Because it is the love of the spiritual master, the pure love for Krishna, the spiritual master in the life of the disciples. So if we are not fortunate to accept that, very, very unfortunate, we get heavily contaminated. Look at our history. Jiva Goswami, did he complain? Did he for Jiva Goswami, what did he want? Nothing, it was not an offense at all. It was zero. He followed Vaishnava etiquette. The etiquette is that if a devotee is attacked, he should descend on them. He did exactly like that, but still it was chastised. He accepted everything carefully. Don't be in him. Go outside. He quietly left. What he did was according to the scripture. He did not challenge the person for his own scholarship. He challenged him because the man was very proud. You see, your uncle, he did it. Just stand for me. This is what I say. What did you do? What do you know that he defeated them? I'm so proud to show this. And he just dealt with him. He didn't do for himself. He did it for his uncle, Rupa Sanatana Goswami. But one day, so, oh, you did this? Get to Brunava. He quietly get to Brunava. He didn't protest. What's my offense here? What did I do wrong? This is what the scripture says, and I did that. He did not protest. He didn't say that. He accepted everything. But the cave he went to say was emanating effulgence. A devotee person, so what's happening here? When they go, he's come out. He came to Sanatana Rupa Goswami. Please, he has paid his name. He said, no, please. Let him come back. It's okay. And he came back. He didn't protest. He did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. He did exactly what is commanded in the scripture, but still was chastised. And he accepted it. So, why? Because he's a pure devotee, he's making advancement. But those who are not making advancement, they have problem. And I'm repeating, especially those who get angry with the spiritual master for chastising them, they are in a very dangerous situation. Very dangerous. It's who argue with the spiritual master. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. When we say dangerous, you not think about poison. It's dangerous more than poison. The poison will disturb the body. But this offense goes to the soul. So, a fortunate devotee should accept, oh, this is Guru's mercy on me. So I should accept it. We will get purified. For us to be able to do this, you should be practicing nicely. If you're not practicing nicely, you will never have the strength to accept. If you are practicing nicely, you get the amount of purification that will enable us to accept this happily and then beg for forgiveness from the heart. After repentance, before we beg for forgiveness, then everything will be fine. Very dangerous. All right?
Yes, thank you very much.
Urmila Devi.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances, Maharaj, at your lotus feet.
Thank you.
Maharaj, you just mentioned that a non-devotee should not be heard, he should not be touched, and he should not be seen also. And earlier, many times you said that we should treat every living entity very kindly, very nicely, and with respect.
Very good.
So my general habit since very long time is if first identify devotee, non-devotee, then if it is a non-devotee, then just avoid, keep distance, don't listen to them, don't talk to them. But then since you said treat everyone nicely, so I was trying, but it is difficult for me to treat everyone nicely, with respect, very kindly. So now again I'm confused. At my level, should I completely avoid non-devotees, not talk to them, not hear them? Or to overcome lust, should I treat everyone because if I don't look at them, don't hear them, then I cannot treat them nicely. So I don't know what I should do now.
Yes,
This I want to know.
we are taking risk for Krishna. That was very good. We are taking risk for Krishna. So if you don't see them, how will we deliver them? You see the small one. That small one, let me try it and see. So this one is banana, is giving me small. If we don't take risk, we will not attract Krishna. The risk is the easiest way to get Krishna's message. So we are taking risk by going to them, seeing them, talking to them, to rectify them, to redeem them, to bring them to Krishna consciousness. So we get purified by doing that. So we should do it. Otherwise, we should lock ourselves inside the room and don't see their faces. And then they will not be delivered for eternity. So because of compassion, we have to take the risk and go to them, as you say, with them, talk to them, but don't take the association. We go to give them association, but not taking the association. That is the risk devotees are taking, and we cannot avoid taking the risk. We cannot avoid it because we are preaching. Otherwise, you go to Himalayas, you don't see any person's face. So you can practice Mona. Very silent, don't talk to anybody. Dhira, zero. Nobody. Umila, nobody. Just silent. Look for super soul. You go back to Godhead. All of you, just stay and suffer. You useless karmis, you're contaminated, it should not be seen. Then I will be delivered. And that is hard-heartedness. So Prahlad Maharaj, I don't want it. I want to stay in the city, want to go to the factory and preach Krishna consciousness. That's what I want. That's what we're doing because we're following Prahlad Maharaj's footstep. So we are following that. So we should treat everyone nicely whenever we meet. So treat them very nicely and very kindly so they can have an attraction for Krishna. All right.
Yes, thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much.
Thank you very much, Maharaj, for your glorious association and this very beautiful verse of Mukunda-mālā-stotra. All of us in Mauritius are missing you very much, but we are very that we got your association, and we were all very much attached to this series on Mukunda-mālā-stotra. So we are very, very happy, very elated to drink the nectar from your lotus mouth. Thank you very much for your association, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. See you next time. Are you?
We will.
Shila Prabhupada ki jai.